Nectars Within, all about mind, life, and soul enhancement.
Yeah, true. Given your experience as a co-culturing trainer of 20, 30 years, knowing both the sides of the cultural aspect, you might have some proposal how to bring up a child in Indian society. You might have your own ideas. So, do you have something like that first of all? If so,
In
would you like to
Indian,
share?
to bring up a child in Indian society.
Yeah. Based on your
Yeah.
multi-dimensional idea. and
Yeah, what I
perspectives.
really understood that the school system in India also they try to change it also slowly more into a direction that there's more opportunity for individualism also. Because India is always when you see on the cultural spectrum and when you have that Hofstede, as always you have maybe you can check geerthofstede.nl, maybe later we can do. I know in that dimension India is always. It's not a very collective society also. When you say China, for example, is a very collective society where people always really follow. India is directly in the middle there. Netherlands is more very individualistic, and the United States even more individualistic. India is really in the middle there. So people you have...
As compared to China.
Yeah, compared to China. But also compared to the Netherlands, because we are Netherlands, we are more individualistic. So Indians, what you also came to know also, the Indians have this, they have it inside them. To be individual, to be again. No? So you also somebody you took the opportunity. People really go for opportunities in their life. And I also noticed that Indian schools, at least what I understood from the new school system, they want to promote that more, or support that more, that you get more. That's also with all kind of I think with schools technology, etc. will be easier also for a child to have our own learning programs or what's happened more less collective, more based on the individual. I hope that India keeps the right balance. But I really like people are too individualistic here. I feel India maybe a little bit too collective in my taste, but not also. I also like a lot of things about the collectivism.
We'll talk about it. Yeah.
Yeah, in India, because you always have that, for example, the enormous issue here in the Netherlands taking care of the older people. Of the issue we have what we call vergrijzing, a graying population. Relatively a lot of old people we have here who have been taken care of. And we all have been so individualistic that even the older generation, older people, don't feel comfortable being helped with their children. Even children often will not be very easy to take care of the parents, but also we are not used anymore to take care of each other. Everybody individual. And I hope that India will find a better balance that you still are very much in touch with your parents, etc., with your family, but still have your own freedom to do your own thing, because it's I think that's the best to have that balance. The loneliness people often have here also, so you have certain wealth is there, live in certain wealth, but also certain loneliness. And also for an old person, also you need to have a purpose for live every day. And if you're just sitting there, so to be connected. What I always like about the India system also that the grandparents often have a role in the education of the grandchildren, and if you don't have it, so it's. So again, I think you said me to advise me on the growing children. So I hope that certain girls, if I know my daughter's situation, should be treated more like boys in a sense.
It means like when I say like a boys is giving importance to their personality building, individual building. Right?
Yeah, they can do more things they really want, and which Indians
not to restrict.
And also very Indian girls are very protected. Also the whole issue of course they can also get pregnant and they get also arranged marriage, so you don't want to you don't want the reputation of a child, but now I go to the whole thing again, all these things. So it's really for girls, it really should be easier to grow up just like boys, without this kind of.
So there should be more or less is equal platform. There should be care and concern, but not extreme protectiveness. Because it's extreme protectiveness would cut their wings off.
Yeah, sure, definitely,
Right?
definitely,
Yes,
definitely.
so they will need to have their own
Yeah.
opportunity to build their personality.
yeah,
so-
and that's something what's maybe.
And it's good that you have also added your perspective on the education system.
Yeah.
Like to have a well-balanced thing, which
Yeah.
also nurtures the ethos of India, which is collective,
Yeah.
the love of your grandma, taking care of the elders, having that strong bond. Also to nurture the individuality. It's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
fusion.
Sure,
So you advocate for the
And
fusion.
I think the Indian and the Dutch could just learn a lot about the collective spirit that you
Exactly.
have, and that's why the one culture is never better than the other culture. You can only
Yeah,
learn,
it's all about learn
from each
and
other.
evolve, which
Yeah, yeah.
helps you
Sure.
to go forward.
And I think it is for India because you again. So I think India is on the way that people become more individualistic,
Yeah,
but you still a lot of collective spirit is there. So for you would be easier just to be more conscious about and say we need to have both.
yeah.
And the Netherlands, I think they went often so far in individualistic things that we
Yeah.
really forgot because we had a collective spirit also in 1940s, 1950s
Yeah.
or whatever earlier
Yeah,
because
yeah.
people are depending on each other because there was no government who took care, etc. Now because there's people
Everything.
can be independent from each other, they are. I think it became too radical, so to say, that you, parents are taking care of the government in a way. I also have a brother with disability, also in a way taking care of the government.
We have a centralized system which takes care of things.
Yeah.
That's true.
And that's it. And in India you don't have that, and then you also you're also depending on each other. But India becomes a very now modern, maybe not the word modern, but wealthy country, but more. And then always the risk is you see it often already that parents don't depend anymore on their children.
Yeah.
So then you see also parents live somewhere, children live somewhere because everyone you want to live on their own. But don't, if it becomes what happened here, I think feel too much radical. That you just
Individuality.
that you're not really don't take care of each other anymore. If you don't feel everybody wants to be independent. So as to be totally independent, it's all good. So this Barbara Streisand is a song. People who need people are the happiest of the world. So I think you need to have that connection always. That you stay connected with people. So that I feel it's. Something what I myself also even I brought up also I grew up myself also on the way because I want to be independent, don't bother with me, fine. And that's normally is that nice, it's good, but then I also feel now the connection I have with my wife, child, family, a lot of family I met, other friends I met. So it's very important to have that kind of environment.
So now the Thomas is a fused person, right?
Yeah. Sure. And find the right balance between individualism, collectivism.
Yeah.
For you, Indians have to go through. Indians have to go through that. And Dutch people also have to go through that.
Yes,
and I think we are not made a lot aware of that field. I feel in the Netherlands. I think.
If you see yesterday, one of my friends from India, he called me and he asked this question: "Hey Kiran, how do you feel like as a foreigner? Now I'm Dutch, right? So yeah, I'm cool." He was I could sense alertness in his voice. What's your problem? Do you want to convey anything? And he was telling me, please don't get too independent and leaving all the connections and bonding that you have in India right now. But I can sense his concern because I live here. He has his general perspective. Then I just say, hey, I completely get your point. I can rest assured I will not be that person who will be westernized. But I am a person who likes to evolve by learning, being observant around. I can always pick things which helps me enable. And I have a lot of things that I learned from all the culture, not only culture, the person, individual I meet. So what I learned from Netherlands as an Indian is I can talk my mind. There is not much hierarchy here. Whomsoever it means, I can express my views without any hesitation. I did not think twice, thrice. That's something I picked up. And second, I don't want to really appease anybody here. And I don't want to overthink here. Just be yourself with utmost respect and honesty. things work for you.
Yeah.
So I picked up from the society. So I always look for the values.
Yeah.
And I just told him, and he was amazed.
Yeah. Culture is all about values, value differences.
Exactly.
What is important. So again, what I say, value independence is a very important thing. So when you open, my daughter was struggling with a bicycle, that kind of story. Okay, you do your thing. I don't want to interfere with that. So that's a value important here. Here's always more collective. Okay, let's help directly. Yeah, so I say the idea Indians help more based on collective. Dutch are helpful, so you have to ask them to help them. It's already a kind of different kind of with value differences. Difficult to explain, and you should not judge.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the point.
It's all about you should find that unconscious bias and question us. Question ourselves about it. So that's and you helped me by answering my next question, which is about the cultural differences.
Okay.
And what you picked up and what you like about India, you already have said. And so you already have given the open statement that you are a fused person and you vouch for this cultural fusion, not so-called integration or jumping it kind of it, which is actually a very good approach personally from my side.
Transforming minds and enriching lives.